Hi, everybody. Are you tired of wondering if he really likes you? I'm Gayla Wick, Denver Love Coach. And as you may know, if you follow me, I help single women attract the love relationship of their dreams. And that means the easiest relationship that they've ever been in. So today, I wanted to talk to you about some signs that may or may not be obvious. You may miss them if you don't really know what to look for. If you're on a first date, second date, third date, and you're trying to figure out, does this guy like me or not? So the first one is the most obvious one, and that is if he likes you, if he had fun on the date and thinks that there was a connection, he's going to follow up. He's going to ask you for another date. Now, if he really isn't into you, he's probably not going to call you or text you or follow up with you in any way. And I know as women, we get really upset about that. We would really like to know, and we don't want to play guessing games, but men aren't so good at this. So just take it as a gift. He isn't into you, even though he had fun on the date. If he really wants to pursue you, he will. Because as you know, I talk a lot about a man pursuing you because that is how he's wired. So that's the first sign. The second sign is something that you really may not know, especially if you're not paying attention because you're up here in your head bubble and you're thinking about, oh my gosh, does this guy like me? Is my hair look okay? Is my dress appealing to him? I mean, all kinds of things go on when we're up here in our head. So I want to just talk to you for a second about remaining present in your body. And for a woman, that really means come down out of your head, feel the seat, feel your feet on the floor, bring your attention back into your body so that you can begin to recognize the clues. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I talk a lot about intuition, and I want you to trust your intuition. But sometimes that's not so easy, especially if we haven't really been focusing on it and learning how to do that. So the second sign that he really likes you is that he is going to maintain eye contact with you and he's going to be engaged in a conversation. If you're on a date with a guy who keeps looking all around the room and acts like he's being tortured, and even worse, focuses on other women in the room, this guy's not for you. He's not really into you at all. Now, one little exception may be there are guys who get really nervous like we do on a first date, and so he may struggle a little bit to maintain eye contact with you. But when you smile at him and when you show him that it's safe to be with you, that you're going to have a fun conversation, he should relax into that and he will maintain some eye contact with you. The third thing that I want you to be aware of is that he's going to be interested in you. He's going to ask questions about you, your life, your activities, your likes, your dislikes, and he's actually going to be interested in the answers. Because a little secret is, if he likes you, he's actually trying to find out if he has competition. Now, isn't that good to know? The fourth, let's see, where are we? Fourth thing is that he is probably going to fidget a little bit with his clothes. He's going to, straighten up his collar. Maybe he's going to move his hair around a little bit. He may even adjust his jacket, adjust the way he's sitting in the seat. What's really happening there, the psychologists tell us, is that he's trying to make sure he looks his best because he's trying to impress you. And that's because he likes you. So that's a really good sign. Another thing that we can miss, and again, psychologists tell us who've studied this, is that a man will typically try to take up more space. Again, because he's trying to impress you as someone who would be a good provider for you, someone who's going to make you feel safe and secure. And so he may put his hands on his hips when he's talking to you. This is especially true if you're standing at a bar and having a drink. Men try to take up more space as long as they can, as long as the bar isn't too crowded. Or he'll do something to puff up his shoulders puff up his chest to make himself appear larger to you. That's a sign that he's interested in you, and this date may really have a longer term potential. The next thing is that he, let's see, where am I? He wants to know how you feel about things. Now, a man who isn't interested in how you feel about something is really not someone that you want to even think about pursuing. I've had women tell me that they've been on dates where the man talks the entire time about himself, all the activities he does, the car he owns, the job he has, the places he's been, and he doesn't show enough interest in you. This is not something that we want. And actually, in that case, he may be after something else. He may just be after a booty call, or he just may be playing around and trying to be Don Juan, Mr. Playboy. And if you're following me and watching my videos, I know that you want a relationship. You don't want all of that nonsense relationship with no commitment stuff. And so that's a sign that he likes you, is if he's genuinely interested in a conversation with you. And the sixth thing is that he tries to be helpful. Now, as modern women, we've really messed this up. And I know I really messed this up a long, long time ago when I was dating this guy. And he was a nice guy, but I really wasn't sure that I wanted the relationship to go anywhere. And he said to me one weekend, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend?" And I said, "Well, I'm changing the oil in my car." Now, I don't know what I was thinking. I know that I wanted to accomplish this task for myself, to prove to myself that I was an independent, strong, powerful woman. And he said, "Oh, no, I'll come over and change the oil in your car for you." Now, in hindsight, I should have probably said, "Awesome, terrific. Why don't you come on over and maybe we'll do it together. You can help me or whatever." But I turned his offer down flat. And I probably really shouldn't have done that. And I said, today, I would never turn down offers of help. When my husband says, "Hey, I'm going to take your car and get it washed and fill up the gas tank," I let him, because I know that when a man really is interested in you, he wants to do something for you. He wants to help you. So ladies, let's all relax. Let's let the men in our lives help us out. It's really not that much fun to do everything yourself anyway. Now, I'm going to give you a little bonus tip here at the end of this video, because I also want you to think about this. I had a woman tell me that she knew that her husband-to-be really liked her because they had gone mountain climbing and using the ropes. And it's something that I'm not going to do, by the way, but she needed help getting down, and he had the opportunity to basically touch her in various places. I'll leave that to your imagination. And he was incredibly respectful, and it was their first date, and he was very respectful about where he put his hands to help her down. And she said, "I knew right then that he really liked me because he didn't take advantage of an opportunity to put his hands where they really shouldn't have been on a first date anyway." So I want you to think about that. And also let me know. These are just 6 signs that I wanted to do this video on today, but there are many other signs that you should learn to read when a man really likes you. So feel free to comment below if you like this video. Click the little thumbs up button. Send me a comment. Let me know, how did you know when your future husband or long-term boyfriend really liked you? Was there a little sign that would be really helpful to share with the other women in this group? So until next time, Gayla Wick, Denver Love Coach, wishing you all the magic of love in life and in love.